Hello and welcome to my channel, Nicola Yoga. My name is Nicola, so we're going to start in Sphinx today in day 1 of our 7-day challenge for flexibility and weight control. So if you're joining me, welcome, and if you're new to the channel, then thank you. I hope you will subscribe and follow me on the 7-day journey as we come into spring. So let's get started. Now, reminder, you might want to have some water available. Obviously you're in something comfortable, so only listen to your body and do what your body can do. Now, when I suggest you go into child's pose, you can pause the video and stay there longer if you need, and then carry on after. So most of these videos are going to be roughly about 30 minutes long. So again, go at your own pace. If you feel sharp pain, please stop immediately. Or any discomfort any deeper than a 4 to 6 out of 10, please go gentler into the pose, only doing what you feel your body needs. So you are the expert in your body. So coming into Sphinx, elbows are underneath the shoulders. I'm going to engage the glutes to protect the lower back. Plant the hands down, shoulders pull back and down. Slight tuck in the chin, gazes forward. So we're going to start here today and breathe. So when we engage the glutes, we're also protecting the lower back, which also forms part of the core. So from here, we're going to pull the shoulders back and down, maybe float the eyes closed and just take 3 breaths here, while you feel that beautiful stretch in the abdomen, which will also help with suppressing hunger. So when we stretch the abdomen, we're squeezing that stomach in. Breathing here. Just taking a few moments to ground in. And then from here, we're going to start to engage the core. On the exhale, we're going to round in. As you engage the core and pull the shoulders back and down. Inhale, come up, maybe gaze up slightly, as long as you don't have any mobility issues in the neck and shoulders. Exhale, round back in. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round in. 3 more, following your own flow and your own pace of breath. And last one. So coming down, bring the hands underneath the shoulders this time. Elbows stay tight to the rib cage. Keeping the neck long, we're going to press down through the feet. Inhale to baby cobra. Elbows stay tight. Exhale, back in. Again, engaging the glutes to protect the lower back. Starting to build on the core. 3 more, again, following your own flow and pace of breath. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Shoulders are pulled back and down. Not forgetting to engage the glutes. And slowly, slowly, slowly come back. From here, maybe bringing one foot in towards the glute. You can do half bow or full bow. Bring the elbow in front of you, hand in front of you on one side, and then inhale, stretch up. Pulling the foot away from you, arm comes away from you. Feeling the stretch in the right quad and right shoulder. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly come back down. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So right elbow just a little bit forwards from the shoulders, plant the hand down, reach the left hand back towards the ankle, pressing down with that right elbow and hand, and then press the ankle away from you, feeling the stretch in the shoulder, quad on the left, and the abdomen. Breathe. And slowly, slowly come back down. from here, we're going to come through tabletop, swing the legs around, and come into a bridge pose. So I'm just going to turn so you can see me here. So shoulders away from the ears, arms away from the body, reaching towards the heels as you bring the heels in towards the soft glutes. From here we're going to tuck the pelvis, engage the glutes, engage the thighs, lift the hips up. Nice tuck in the chin, weight in the shoulders, not in the neck. Holding here. Feel like you have a block in between the thighs and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes and the inner thighs. So again, this also helps the core, helping with weight control, but we're also strengthening the thighs at the same time. Exhale, slowly, slowly come down. Inhale, tuck the pelvis, engage the glutes, lift back up. Maybe coming a little bit more onto the shoulders and maybe binding the hands as you press in with the heels, press in with the toes, and we'll lift up, coming into that yoga bridge. Sati Bandha Sarvangasana. Holding here again, feel like we're squeezing a block in between the thighs, feel that lovely release in the abdomen as the belly button pulls back towards the spine. And then exhale, unwind, unbind, and slowly come down. Now on the next one, we're going to do a few pulses. So again, inhale, tuck the pelvis, come back up. Again, you can stay where you are with the hands pressed down or binding the hands, bringing the shoulder blades closer together. And we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unwind, unbind. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Or rock backwards and forwards or side to side. Massaging out the sacral spine. We're going to rock and roll up to seated. And we're going to come up. So flex the toes towards the nose, shimmy shake the soft glutes away from the earth. And then from here, I'm going to inhale, raise the hands up. Exhale, float the hands down towards the knees, the shins, the ankles or the feet. Coming into our seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Neck extends long, not dumping the head. You can micro bend the knees or bend the knees as deep as your body needs. Shoulders pull back and down, keeping that nice straight line from the crown of the head to the base of your spine. Breathe in here. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come back up. Okay, so coming back up, coming out of our forward fold. So from here, we're going to swing the legs around, coming through our first tabletop. So from here, fingers point, 4 finger points to 12 o'clock, spread out the fingers like a starfish. Hands underneath the shoulders, either shoulder distance apart or wider if you have issues with the shoulders. Curl the fingers so you feel the pads of the fingertips and the knuckles of the palms of the hands. Knees underneath the hips, hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, gaze up. Shoulders pull back and down, dropping the pelvis, coming into cow pose or Bittilasana. Exhale, rounding. Rounding the shoulders, gaze towards the abdomen. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, rounding. 3 more, following our own flow, pace of breath. And then from here, we're going to curl under the toes, press into the hands, and take the hips up towards the ceiling. Heels are pressing down, micro bend the knees, and then just walking the dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Maybe gazing under the opposite elbow as you bend the opposite knee and breathe. So stretching out the lower back, the shoulders, the spine, and the legs. So full body stretch here. Inhale, rest the heels down and breathe. Inhale, come up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, the heels back and down. Again, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale down. Gaze forwards, bend the knees deeply, step, walk or jump to Uttanasana, our forward fold, and fold in. Keep that micro bend in the knees as you hold on to opposite elbows, and just rocking from side to side, making that moon shape with the elbows. Breathing here, shoulders are heavy, head is heavy, letting go. Really good for flexibility here. And twists are also detoxifying, so a gentle twist here. Back to center and nod the head, yes. Release the hands, slowly, slowly inhale the hands to a flat back. Gaze forward, shoulders pull back, engage the glutes, keeping the micro bend in the knees. Exhale, fold in. Inhale as you bend the knees deeply, slowly, slowly unwind, coming into our lovely Tadasana. Reaching the hands up overhead, hands come down through heart center. Again, inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release, step the right foot back, then the left. Coming into plank. As we open through the front body, shoulders pull back, engage the glutes. Now, if plank is too much, you can come down to the knees and be in a knee down plank. Whatever you feel is right for you in your body. And then exhale, downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up as you draw a line with that right foot, bend into the left knee. Holding here, Adho Mukha Savasana, three-legged dog. Inhale, knees towards the nose, round in, and then step up in between the hands. So from here, come onto the fingertips, open the heart, gaze forward, shoulders pull back. And then slowly, slowly bending into that front knee, micro bend the back as you rise up to high lunge. Now if you normally have a back bend in your practice, you can go straight into Bhujangasana. However, if you don't normally do this, that's maybe too much. Maybe try it over the next couple of days as the body gets used to this. So if you want to come into a back bend, palms together, gaze up and then arch the spine back and breathe. Keeping that micro bend in the back knee, big bend in the front knee. And then slowly, slowly plant the hands back down to frame the foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left, coming back to the dog. And then inhale, draw a line with the left foot, micro bend the right knee, three-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee in towards the nose, rounding in. And then step up between the hands, framing the foot. Again, come up onto the fingertips, shoulders pull back, gazes forwards. Setting up in that low lunge. Micro bend the back knee, both feet are facing forwards, hip distance apart. And then inhale as you raise the hands up, coming into high lunge. And breathe. So again, you can stay here, or bring the hands together, come into slight back bend, and breathe. Exhale, float the hands back down to frame the foot. Take the left foot back to meet the right, come back to the dog. So reminder, downward dog is a resting pose. But anytime you need to rest, feel free to come into child's pose. Mountain, which is our standing mountain. Shavasana, whatever you need. Inhale, slow walk up to meet the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale through heart center. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Step the right foot back to a 45-degree position. Heel to arch alignment or wider for extra stability. Bend into that left knee. Inhale, reach the hands forwards and up, setting up in warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. And breathe. And slowly float the hands back down. Pivot on that back foot, step back to the dog. Again, slow walk up to meet the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Slowly, slowly reverse dive, coming back up. Maybe a slight back bend this time as you engage the glutes and reach back. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Step the left foot back to that 45-degree position. Again, heel to arch alignment. Reach the hands forwards and up. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. And breathe. Now you don't have to have this really wide stance here. If it's only like 2-3 feet, it really doesn't matter. Just be where your body is. It's important that this knee does not protrude the ankle. You're pressing down to the heel and the baby toe on the front and back foot. So equal pressure in the feet. Micro bend that back knee and engage the inner thighs so that you protect the knees. Now again, when you raise the arms up, you feel that stretch in the abdomen, and that's where this helps with appetite suppression. Exhale, float the hands back down, pivot on that back foot, step back through the dog. Slow walk up to meet the hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release, reverse dive, coming all the way back up. Slight back bend. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Step the left foot back to a 90-degree position this time. And then full rotation with that left arm coming into warrior two. Reaching the arms out long, again nice bend in that right knee. Knees not protruding the ankle, hips face towards the side this time. Pressing down throughout the left baby toe and heel. Big toe mound and heel on that right foot. And then making sure the arms are level with the shoulders. And then maybe relax the shoulders, maybe going just that little bit deeper, but again, engage the inner thighs to protect the knees. Breathe. And then flip that right hand, reach the left hand down the leg, and gaze up. Peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Viparita Virabhadrasana. Breathing here. Coming back to warrior two. We're going to straighten out the right leg with a micro bend in the knee. We're going to kick the hip on the left out and reach forwards, hold. And then float down to Trikonasana. So hand can either ground down to the shin, holding here. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the hand to the outside of the calf and just ground in here. Now if you wish, you can use a block on its up end or low end. Ground into the block and open the heart, raise that left hand up. Keep that micro bend in the knee. Neck extends long, not dumping the head. So keeping the neck in line with the spine. Again, that engages the core. So you feel that in the lower back, side body, So it's a good stretch for the core, the thighs and shoulders here. Breathe. And slowly, slowly bend into the knee, come back up through warrior two. We're going to pivot on that right foot, so both toes are faced forwards, and then reach up to star pose. Tuck the pelvis, shoulders pull back and down, and breathe. And then bring the hands back to the hips. We're going to pivot on the left foot. Keeping that right foot at a 90-degree position this time. Nice bend in that left knee. Again, hips face towards the side. Again, not cranking. And then press into the front toe man and heel. Baby toe and heel on the back foot. And reach the arms out long. Warrior two. Engage the inner thighs to protect the knees. Maybe gazing over the middle finger, but checking out that back hand to make sure it's level with the shoulders. Relax in, maybe going a little bit deeper, listening to your body. Flip that left hand this time, reach the right hand down the leg, coming back to peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Viparita Virabhadrasana, breathe. And then slowly, slowly straighten the left leg with a micro bend in the knee. Keeping that alignment here as we kick the hips on the right side this time, kicking out towards the right. And then tilt down, either grounding down to your shin with your hand, raising the right hand up. Or again, you can bring the right hand to the side of the calf and just use your core to hold yourself up, neck extends long. Or again, use a block. On the outside edge of the left foot, keeping that right hand up, feel like your shoulders are up against a wall. And again, reminder, neck extends long, not dumping the head. So you're going to feel that in the right side of the body, lower back, which is part of the core, shoulders, hams, and breathe. Inhale, slowly, slowly bend into that knee, come back up through warrior two. Pivot on that left foot so that both big toes face forwards. Bringing the hands to the crease of the hips. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale as you slowly, slowly bend forwards. Slowly come down. Hands come back level with the heels. Now you can rest on your crown if you wish. Listening to your body. Micro bend the knees, pressing the feet down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale as you bring the hands to the crease of the hips as you slowly, slowly, slowly unwind and come back up. From here, we're going to heel toe the feet together and slowly come down to that yogi squat. So feet are out, hip distance apart, feet face out at a nice angle to the sides, palms together at heart center. Taking the elbows out to the thighs and then squeeze the thighs in, tuck the pelvis, grow tall in the spine, tuck in the chin, and breathe. And then from here, again, encouraging flexibility we're just going to allow the palms to come down to the earth, palms facing up, and then allow the shoulders to curl in, tuck the chin. So this encourages flexibility in the trapezius, the shoulders, which really helps when we're going through those planks. As we go through this practice, we will be doing more vinyasas as we go through the week. So we're just trying to set up the body for that. Breathing here. Head is heavy. Slowing down the breath. And then slowly, slowly unwind. Press into the hands and then slowly come back. So we're going to take the legs out long. Left leg stays out long, flex the toe towards the nose. Step the right foot over the left thigh. Left elbow can come to the right knee. Hand sweeps down against the thigh. Reach the right hand behind the hips, shoulders pull back and down, grow tall, gazes forwards, and then exhale, twist to the right. Now here, when we're twisting, we're detoxifying the body, which can help to release. Breathe. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, maybe going just a little bit deeper, listening to your body. So here we get a nice stretch in the IT band, the shoulders, side body and waist. So we're also massaging out the internal organs. And slowly, slowly unwind. Take the right leg out long. Left knee in towards the chest, so swapping over to the other side. And then step over the right thigh. Crease of the right elbow to the left knee this time as the hand comes down the thigh. Inhale, grow tall, bringing the left hand behind the hip so it becomes an extension of the spine. Inhale, gaze forward, shoulders pull back and down. Exhale, twist. Now if this left hand feels like it's too much, you can bring it back slightly, so it's maybe about 6 inches behind the hips. So again, listen to your body as you gaze over that left shoulder and breathe. So we are in our lovely half Lord of the Fish pose. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Breathe. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper. Breathing here. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come back. Now from here we're going to rock and roll onto our back. So probably about 6 rotations. So hands can be behind the knees or the thighs. And then rolling back. Now when we come back up, we're going to point the toes so we engage the core. So again, we're encouraging that core engagement here. So massaging that spine. And then on the last one, we're just going to gently, gently roll back down onto the spine. So from here, it's always good to finish in an inversion. We're going to take the feet up towards the sky with a micro bend of the knees, big toes together. Hands come away from the body, reaching towards the hips. Shoulders are back and down, slight tuck in the chin. Now this is Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall pose. However, if you do have assisted shoulder stand in your practice, you can maybe follow me into the next pose. So if you don't do this regularly, I discourage you from doing this right off the bat. So I normally come into it again with a rock and roll. So I normally do a couple just to give myself that propulsion. And then knees in towards the chest, hands come to the lower back. And then bringing the elbows as close together as possible. Now, this is really important in this particular pose to keep the neck in line with the spine so that your gaze is up, you're not looking from side to side. So if you need to pause the tape to just watch me for a few moments, I would encourage you to do that. So from here, you're engaging the core, you're engaging the glutes, the legs are engaged, pointing the toes up towards the sun, and holding here, breathe. Sarvangasana, assisted shoulder stand. Breathe. Keep that core engagement. This is really good for core. And we're in an inversion. Again, inversions really help with weight control. So if you're more advanced in your practice, you can maybe bind the hands together and bring the arms down to the earth. Again, keep that core engagement to keep your body in that nice straight line from your shoulders to your toes. Breathe. So it's really good for the throat chakra too. Good for the thyroid. Adrenals. Breathe. Slowly, slowly bring the hands back up to the lower back. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the feet over the head, coming into plow or halasana. And breathe. Maybe exploring, getting playful, bringing one leg up and then swap over, bring the other leg up. And then bend the knees in towards the chest as you slowly, slowly unwind. Now when we've been in this pose, it's always good to do a twist afterwards. Elbows come out to cactus, gaze over towards the right elbow as we bring the knees over towards the left. Coming back into a twist. Now you may want to put a block underneath the knees. Keeping the shoulders grounded is more important than bringing the knees down to the earth. Breathing here. Slowing down the breath. Inhale the knees back up. Exhale as you gaze over towards the left and bring the knees over towards the right. Again, you can place a block underneath your knees if you wish. Breathing, letting go. Slowly, slowly come back up, gaze up, rocking the knees backwards and forwards or side to side. If there's anything you need to do before coming into our final Shavasana, as you've earned it, feel free to do so. If not, take the feet out wide to mat distance apart. Relax the feet, relax the shoulders away from the ears, arms away from the body, palms facing up. And open to receive. Nice long deep breath as you settle the body. And let go. Relaxing the nervous system. And resetting the spine. Coming into a few moments of silence here. Shavasana is the most important pose in yoga. Always resetting the body before we seal off our practice. Now again, you can stay here as long as you wish. If not, we're going to just bring the knees back in towards the chest, raise the left arm overhead and roll over onto that left side. Right hand sits in front of the heart. Take a few breaths here. We're going to straighten out that right leg, push up and come back to a nice, easy seated position at the front of your mat. So whatever that is for you, that could be legs out long, Sukhasana, easy cross-legged, or heels in towards the midline. You may sit on a block if you wish, whatever works for you, listening to your body. So inhale, shoulders pull back and down, slight tuck in the chin as we seal off our practice. Inhale as you raise the hands up overhead, palms together. Exhale as you come down through the chakras to heart center, Anahata chakra. Again, slight tuck in the chin, reach that crown up towards the sun, and breathe. Coming into prayer, maybe float the eyes closed, or rest with your gaze about 2 or 3 feet ahead. Breathe. Coming into prayer. The light in me honors and supports the light within you. Namaste. Thank you everybody for sharing in this beautiful practice today. I hope you enjoyed the flow. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. So congratulations, you finished day 1. I will see you tomorrow, day 2. Namaste.